Are Brie and Camembert going extinct? You've probably seen the articles out there that are suggesting that these cheeses are endangered because the primary mold used to create them, Penicillium camemberti, is becoming harder and harder to reproduce. So here's how we got here. Once upon a time, when Brie and Camembert were originally created, they had a very diverse microbial profile. But eventually, scientists figured out what was the specific mold that was creating that downy rind and all of the attributes that people were responding to and loved about those cheeses. They standardized that mold and genetically modified it and created Penicillium camemberti from the wild mold, which was Penicillium biform. The thing is, you would never find Penicillium camemberti in the wild, kind of like how you'd never find a French bulldog in the wild. So we're left in a situation that's very similar to the situation we have of bananas. I'm sure you've heard this story. Once upon a time, we had a ton of different types of bananas, but eventually we genetically modified them to create one type of banana. And the problem with that is, while those are delicious, if a disease comes and wipes out those bananas, we're not going to have any bananas, and they're not resistant to the different changes that can be happening in the climate. But don't worry, guys, there is hope. While Penicillium camemberti is endangered, her grandmother, Penicillium biform, is still alive and well and in the wild and able to make cheese. But those cheeses are not gonna look like that downy white standardized brie that you find at the grocery store. So what you can do is be open to different cheeses. Maybe they're gonna be a little bit funky, or maybe the flavors and the smells are gonna be a little bit different, but they're still amazing cheeses. So all I'm saying is keep an open mind and don't panic, because Jesus is not going anywhere. She's not abandoning us. You're gonna be okay. If you want to learn more about this crisis, I highly recommend this article by Josh Windsor. He's an amazing entrepreneur that works in the Murray's Cheese Caves. You can also follow him on Instagram. You'll learn so much about molds. It's a really good follow. I highly recommend. If you have any more questions, please let me know in the comments. Cheese is blessed.